beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to go ahead and sit down and explain to you guys and tell you guys my experience with lip fillers. I had been wanting to get them for quite some time now, and I finally got the courage to do it, and I did. So in this video, that's all I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about my experience, like my thoughts and my opinions on it, and I will insert pictures because I did take pictures. I didn't take a before picture, but obviously if you see my my lips in my previous videos, that would be, I guess, considered my before picture. I did take a picture right after the procedure was done, and then I did take pictures like 2 days after, 3 days after. I did go some time without taking pictures, but for the most part I do have some pictures that I think would do justice, I guess. So if you want to see this video and if you want to hear my experience with lip filler, then you know what to do, and just feel free and keep on watching. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to go on my pictures. Okay, so to start off, I had always wanted to get lip fillers. Anybody that knows me personally knows that I wanted to get them for like the longest time. Not because I wanted to, obviously, to have bigger lips, but it wasn't because I didn't like my lips, but I just wanted to enhance them a little bit, just because I like wearing gloss, and when I wear lipsticks, I just wanted my lips to look a little bit more like plump. It wasn't for any other reason, and even if it was, it would be obviously because I wanted to, and for the longest time I didn't want to, because I was like, no, like I would hear stories, and my aunt had told me this story about my uncle's girlfriend that her like lip went kind of numb and stuff, so or that she lost like feeling and stuff. So after she told me that, I kind of stopped it for a while, and obviously I started watching like YouTube videos, and I started seeing pictures and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, I wanted them even more. So I finally got convinced, and as you guys know, I did go to Vegas July 19th to the 22nd, I want to say, and I did get it a little bit before we left off for that trip, which, not saying that it was a bad idea because I wasn't like sore or anything, but I wish I would have done it like prior to that. That way I would, like, all the bruising and stuff and all the swelling would have went down already, but it wasn't like anything major. So the day came, so I got them done. Let me check my phone. So I got them done July 10th, and my appointment was, I want to say, at 12 o'clock, and I did get them done at Flawless Laser Center in Burbank. They do have 2 locations. They have Burbank and Sherman Oaks, and I did go to the Burbank location. That one, I want to say, was about an hour away. There was so much traffic. But yeah, anyway, so I get there and they have you check in. You do have to get there a little bit before, that way they can apply the numbing cream, and by the time it's your appointment time, you're kind of ready to go. So you do have to get there prior, because they are super strict on their like time of arrival. I know there was a girl that showed up not like just even 5 minutes late, and they told her that they were about to like not even take her back because she was 5 minutes late. So you do have to get there prior to your appointment for them to go ahead and apply the numbing cream, especially if it's like if it's a new thing for you and it's your first time there. You have to fill out like paperwork and stuff. So I get there early, obviously. She has me fill out the paperwork. I fill out the paperwork, and then she was like taking a picture of my ID, or she made a copy of my ID, I want to say. I'm not really sure how it happened. And then after that, she's like, okay, I can go ahead and take you back. So I did go with my friend. I didn't want to go alone, so I went with my friend. So she took me back. She put the numbing cream, and right away, like, it started numbing my lips. And at that point, I was low-key getting nervous because they were like calling people in and stuff. So I was getting nervous. But I tried like not thinking about it. I'm the type to where I really don't get nervous until it actually comes down to it. But even when it actually came down to it, I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna be fine. You know, I just think positive. I think positive. So I do have a picture that I will insert here of how they put the numbing cream. So they do apply it to everywhere, just because they do inject in here and then like down here. So they do apply it like all over. They don't just apply it on my lips. They apply it like on my skin around it just a little bit. So the procedure, I do have a picture. So they put the numbing cream at 12:31, so because I took a picture. So they put the numbing cream at 12:31, and by 1 o'clock she had started injecting. So again, I will insert pictures. I had asked her if I could film, but she said I couldn't film, but I could take pictures. So I'll go ahead and insert in pictures of the ones that my friend took of me, like when she was injecting them. If on some of them they have blood, so if you guys are kind of weak to blood and all that stuff, I don't recommend you watching this video. But so yeah, so I will insert in the pictures like I said. So So she started at 104, and by 112, that's when I took like my final after picture. I was done. So again, I will insert in the picture how it looked literally right after I was done when I went into my car and stuff. So the experience with the whole like needle thing, I'm not really like afraid of needles. I know there are some people that say that they're scared of needles and this and that. I'm not really one to get scared of needles. Like I can go in and get blood drawn and I'll be fine. So I wasn't really, actually I didn't even look at the needle. To be honest, when she had said that she was going to start, I kind of just closed my eyes. Because I feel like that to me, it doesn't help, like it helps me like cope with the pain, I guess. So I kind of just closed my eyes and I was fine. Honestly, from a scale 1 to 10, with the numbing cream, because I have heard when you don't get the numbing cream it does hurt a lot more, and I do have to agree with that because the pain was from a 1 to 10 with the numbing cream. Again, I want to say it was like a 4, like a 4 or 5. It was more pinching, like not so much pain. Like when they would stick it in, what hurt the most to me was, I want to say like my cupid's bow, and then like the outside when they would actually stick it in. But when they actually went into like this area, it really didn't hurt. But the main areas that it did hurt were around my lips, like on the outer lip areas. But other than that, it really didn't hurt. It was like a tolerable pain. I would do it again, honestly. So again, like I said, I did go into it not knowing how it was gonna feel and stuff. Like my friend had got it done prior to that, so I kind of, I guess, I knew what to expect, I guess you can say. So she kind of told me like what to be ready for, I guess. But obviously she went somewhere else, I went somewhere else. I'm not sure if you would consider it being like the same, I guess. And then after, she did mention that she did give me like a little hand out, and wait, back. So when I got finished, she tells you how to like treat it and stuff, and they give you like this little ice pack, and you just put like a napkin over it and you just apply it to your lips whenever what did she say? Apply it like for the swelling to go down. You didn't have to keep the ice on there like forever. I did, just because I didn't know it, because it was my first time. So I kept the ice there for like a good amount of time on my way home. And then I just kind of put it away. I put it back in my freezer because it was like the reusable ones. So after that, she told me that the most, like the time frame, I guess, for the swelling and the bruising and stuff was going to be 2 weeks. And then after that, she said you should be fine. She said you are gonna feel like little bumps, but when she was done, as she would inject it, she would kind of like massage your lips. If you guys have seen videos of girls getting lip fillers or guys getting lip fillers, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about, when they kind of massage your lips. I don't want to do it because I have lip gloss on, but they like massage your lips and stuff, and they press it down, make sure they get the Juvederm everywhere into your lips. Oh yeah, and I did forget to mention, I did get the Juvederm Ultra. I didn't get the Plus, so I just felt more comfortable getting the Juvederm Ultra, and I only got half a syringe. I did not want to do the full syringe just because I didn't know, obviously, how they were gonna make my lips look, and I feel like it was gonna be too much for me. Even with the half, now looking back and looking at my lips how they look now, honestly, I feel like if I would have done the full syringe, I think I would have been fine, just because I feel like my lips did go down a little bit. I mean, obviously it's been a month since I've got them done, but I feel like they did go down a little bit, because when I had first got them done, I feel like you were able to notice a little bit more. But I mean, I don't regret only getting half a syringe because I went the safe route. Again, if it is your first time, I would recommend only doing the half a syringe because you don't want to overdo it. But if you do, then hey, to each your own, you know, you go ahead and you do that. But I felt more comfortable doing half a syringe. So when I was done, she told me like how to treat it and stuff, and she said just not to lay on my lips. She didn't say anything about not wearing makeup like right after. That's what I was concerned about. I was like, how am I not gonna wear, like if I start bruising, how am I not gonna wear lipstick like to work? Because I was like, I don't want like my lips being bruised at work. I'm gonna go ahead and change the lighting because I feel like I look too dark. So well, after, again, that was July 10th. That's when I got them done. So again, like I did mention, I'm going to insert in a picture on that same day, but at 4:48, how it looks when I had like lip gloss on. I just wanted to see how they looked with lip gloss on. And honestly, I fell in love with how they looked with lip gloss. Like I'm looking at the picture right here, and I love how my lips looked with the lip gloss. So again, they have gone down. But like I said, I do wish not I wish they would have stayed. Not saying that they're completely gone, because I know that they're still there because I can notice it compared to how my lips were when I had first got them. But I do like how they were when I first got them done, like the fullness and the plumpness, I guess. And then I did take pictures after, so I did take a picture the next day to show you guys how they looked like when I woke up and stuff. The first day after I got them done, I did get bruising. Like on the outsides of my lips, not so much in the middle. It was just more like on this area, I guess. But it wasn't anything too crazy. Like, I was able to cover it up with lipstick and stuff. And then, so that was that. The next day, I did, in the first picture, you can see that I did have it a little bit more. But in the second picture, which is July 12th, which again, I'll insert in a picture, you can't really notice it that much. It was only like right here in the bottom. That was pretty much it. Whereas in the first day, it was on all four corners. And then the fullness, again, it was still there. The thing that I did mention to her when she had asked me what I was looking for, because that's what I liked that they did, was they asked you what you were looking for. They didn't just go in and do whatever they wanted. So I just told her that I wanted more fullness. I didn't want it to be over dramatic, because I feel like I do have a small face and I didn't want it to be too much. So I did tell her that I did want more fullness, more plumpness, and I did want like a cupid's bow, which I feel like I didn't have a cupid's bow before. So when I would do like my lip liner or my lipstick, I would have to kind of like draw in a cupid's bow. And she did mention that I did have a cupid's bow. It's just that my skin on top is a little bit lighter, so that's kind of why it just looked like it was just one kind of, I guess, lip. It didn't have two little, the little cupid's bow. So she did a really good job at, doing and achieving what I wanted. And I love them after. And then I'll go ahead and insert in a picture that 12th day, again, July 12th, of how it looked with my lipstick, which I was obsessed with how they looked. And then I did take a picture July 14th, which I'll insert in right here, which was at 9 p.m. Just of how they look. Again, you can see that they are still full. The only thing is, like, on the top of, like, where my cupid's bow, it did kind of swell up a little bit, which you guys, when I insert in the picture, you guys will know what I'm talking about. But as far as the bruising, it was going down. And then I did go to Vegas after, so I think that's when I had stopped taking pictures. Yeah, I think that's when I stopped taking pictures. So I only took pictures, so it was the 11th, 12th, and 14th. So it was only 3 days. And then I did go to Vegas July 19th. And then I'll go ahead and, actually, in my other video, I want to say it was the quick and easy, or easy and quick makeup look, I think it was, that I did when I had straight hair. I did already have my lip fillers then. So I'm not sure if you guys were able to notice. So, and then I did take another picture, which I'll insert in here again, from July 25th, when I had my full face of makeup on. And I love how my lips look, because they just look so full. Again, it could be the angle, because right now, like, looking at myself in the monitor, they don't probably look as big. But in this picture that I took on that July 25th, they look like super plump, which I love. And then I think that was all the pictures that I had took. So yeah, that was pretty much like a quick little synopsis of my experience. Obviously, this is how they look now, going like after a month of getting them done. The swelling did go down, I want to say, like 2 weeks after like getting them done. The only thing that I do have to say that I do not like, and I still do not like, is in the beginning when I would apply lip gloss or like lipstick, when I would go like this, like, you felt like bumps like in your lips. And I did message them like on Instagram, because I was scared. And she had told me, when I had got them done, she had told me after that if I did feel those bumps, for 2 days in the next 48 hours in the morning, to massage them like the way that she did, and it gets rid of like the little bumps. So I had noticed that when I was doing that with my lips, when I would apply my lip gloss, when I would go, like, I felt little bumps on my bottom lip, and I didn't like it, because I was like, why does it feel like that? Like, it doesn't feel natural. And when my friend got them done, I had asked her, I said, hey, when you got yours done, when you would rub your lips together, did you feel like bumps? She's like, no. I was like, that's weird. Like, how come it feels like that, So I was like, okay, maybe, obviously, everybody's body is different, and everybody's body is going to react differently to it. But I was low-key, like, freaking out. So then time had passed, and I had still felt it. But it wasn't the full 2 weeks of recovery, like she did mention, because she did say after 2 weeks, the bumps were going to be completely gone. So I was like, okay, so after the 2 weeks, they did get, it did go down, and now, honestly, I really don't feel anything. Before, it's funny because before I was going to film this video, I want to say maybe like a week ago, I had done that, because I mean, obviously I wear makeup like a lot, so I had done it, and I had felt them, and it felt not like bumps, but it feels like, you feel like something kind of move, and I was low-key freaking out, and I was like, oh my gosh. So, but now, honestly, just doing that right now on camera, I did not feel anything. The only thing that I did notice too is I got like a little bump on the outside of my lip. Like, I can't feel it now because I have lip gloss and I don't want to take my lip gloss off, but I did feel a little bump on the outside of my lip on this side. Like, I don't know what I was doing. I think I was driving one day, and I have the habit of biting my lips, which I need to stop. And I had my tongue, and I was doing that, and I felt like a little bump. And I looked in the mirror, and it's like a tiny, tiny one, but I felt it. Again, everybody's experience is going to be different. No one is going to go through the same things that I did. Maybe they are, but everybody's body reacts differently. And she did tell me everybody's body is going to react differently to it. Some people may take longer to heal. Some people may take shorter time to heal. But as far as now, coming into, you know, a month of getting them done, she did say that they last, I want to say 6 to 12 months or 8 to 12 months. I'm not too sure. But going in, you know, into my first month, going into my second, honestly, I love them. I would definitely do it again. The only thing, I mean, the pricing is different because if you guys follow Flawless Laser Center, they have different like specials each month, which is kind of why I did it, because I feel like the price for it was really good compared to other people that I've heard get their lips done. The pricing is like outrageous. So I think I feel like I paid a really good price for them. I think I would only do half a syringe again, only because I've got them done already, so I don't want there to be like leftover filler and then me apply a full syringe and then me look even bigger. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'd rather just do half a syringe to be on the safe side. Again, I don't want to do them too big because I don't want them to feel like really big. I just don't want to mess my lips up. In the beginning, my fiance was kind of like skeptical about it. He was against it. He's like, why are you gonna do that? Like, your lips are fine, But his main concern again was like mine, that it was gonna be too much and they were gonna look fake. Because if you guys know, there are some people out there that get lips done and they look super fake. It just ruins their face. So that was what he was scared of. And honestly, after seeing how they look when he got home from work, he's like, oh wow, he's like, they look fine, like I love them. So I was like, yeah, I know, like I love them too. But other than that, I mean, my experience was good. I didn't go through anything crazy to like scary or anything like that. I definitely would do it again doing only half a syringe, and I will go back to Flawless Laser Center. That was the only place that I had heard about that did a super good job. I did do my research. Please, ladies and guys, do your research before you go and get it done, because you just never know. You know, it's better to look at the reviews, do your research, and know where you're going, rather than just hearing somebody go to this place and be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna go here because so and so went there. And I knew that it was a good place because several influencers do go to Flawless Laser Center, so I knew that I was going to like a good place. My mom, again, she was skeptical about it and she was like totally against it. But even when she see me, she goes, you can't really tell. I'm like, yeah, I know, that's what I was going for, you know, like as long as I can tell, that's all that mattered. I didn't want to do anything over the top again. So I'm really happy with how they came out. Again, I would go back to get them again. So I do like how like you can tell more on my Cupid's bow, because before I didn't have that, and now they actually feel like my lips. In the beginning, obviously they did feel swollen, so they just feel like a little bit like plump, but now they just feel like my lips, and they just feel like they're back to normal, honestly. So I think for that reason I would go back and do it again, just because they do feel like my lips. Like I don't feel any different. But yeah, that was pretty much it for my experience. Again, I will insert in all the pictures of when I was there, before, the days after, and all that good stuff. And again, this is how they look a month post-op, I guess you can say. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys have got lip fillers before, guys and girls, feel free to leave me your experience down below to see if you liked it and if you would do it again or not down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys are not already. So again, I just want to say thank you, and I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one.